I always say self-defense and personal safety because the self-defense should always be the last resort. Um, it's essential because it's one of those life skills which everyone should do, like learning to swim, like doing a first aid course. Some people don't want to do it, but then if something happens, that little file of facts in the back of your head, something pops out and goes, okay, I know what to do at this moment in time. It also gives a lot of people confidence. You saw today with all the children to begin with start at the back of the room, and then by the end of the couple of hours, they're asking questions, they're interacting with each other, even different groups that they would not normally kind of talk to even in school. So it does give that inner confidence, especially to the quieter ones, which maybe aren't the sporty ones, that they can actually do things it doesn't rely on strength or to look a certain way, and that they can take with them for the rest of their lives. Firstly, look up if you've got your phone. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything can wait until you get to a safe place. You see so many people, children, teenagers, walk around with their heads buried in their phone. I've done it, especially if I'm lost. But you're just not aware of your surroundings, and you don't know who's watching you these days. That's the problem. We live in such a world where people want to be known and want to be seen, but equally not. So you don't know who's following you at any given time, as strange as it sounds. Take your headphones out, or keep one in. You don't know who's walking behind you. Again, you think people are going to be good people because you generally are a good human being, but there are people out there that aren't, and you can't dictate who's nice and who's not. So for the young people out there, look up, look around, and in fact the world's a beautiful place. Don't live on your screen, because you don't want to be caught off guard in any sort of scenario and put yourself in that situation where you have to use that self-defense. The fact that we have such a diverse team, so we've got teachers as well as specialists in the area, and people who know how to talk to their group that they're talking to, with the leverage of our designer who creates the most fantastic artwork that people can relate to, especially children, like teaching it through the eyes of superheroes. Kids can relate to it rather than someone in their 30s that looks like their mum or looks like their dad. Always positive, always refreshing, and that it's a new way of approaching the personal safety and self-defense, especially like the stranger danger we do at primary school. We do a lot of life skills as well, so we incorporate superheroes and make it quite fun as well as educational. With the older year group, you have to be on their level. So it's always, you're not the teacher in the room, so to speak. You don't act like it's a typical PE lesson, maths lesson. You need to get them on side. So I use a lot of humour, as you probably saw today, because all of a sudden it breaks the ice and they get that you're real. And that you've experienced life and you're not a miss or sir. So we always get great feedback, and I always think it's having the right people as well, and I think we've got a great team behind us.